What's up, y'all? It's day 3, and you know what that means, another D-Rose review. But let's start off with a little bit of a challenge. You take a look here behind me, which one of those 3D Rose 1.5s happens to be the Resto Mod versus which one happens to be the Retro from 2019, and which one happens to be the OG release that was a China exclusive, except for in Chicago. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below right now. Comment. Okay, the intro's coming. Comment. Put your comments down.
Like I'm in the daily shows.
So did you get your comments in? I hope you did, because it's the one that's in the Rose 1 spot that is the Resto Mod, which is the one we're going to be reviewing today, because it's the newest colorway of the Rose 1.5 Resto Mods that's been released on Adidas USA, and it's also currently available at Finish Line / JD Sports here in the States too, which is super cool. And I am happy to have this pair. But man, is it funny when you look at the fact that this shoe and this colorway got retroed very recently as a D-Rose retro of the 1.5s in the States, that just the only difference really between those and these, that these are a Resto Mod and they have the light strike for the midsole. But there's a couple other differences as well. I may go into those in this video, may not. You know, I may make y'all have to watch another video where I compare it to, or maybe I won't. You know, but I gotta milk these like reviews out somehow, guys. I gotta try to make it all original content, not compact it all in one video. So that being said, let's talk about this Resto Mod. So this Rose 1.5 Resto Mod is pretty cool. Honestly, it's nice to see that they did this colorway again, simply for the fact that they kind of made this more true to the OG, which is the one that I have sitting up top in the Rose 2 spot currently. And how they kept this one more original to like the OG really comes into the fact of one or two things. One is that on the toe box here, you have this Adidas performance logo, and this logo is basically it's printed on here in the same way. On the Resto Mod, or sorry, on the Retros, it's a red, and you'll see that when we do the comparison video between all three of them. And then the other big thing too is that the leather that they used on this upper is like that premium, almost shiny leather that was used on the originals compared to what's used on that Retro from 2019. The Retro from 2019, don't get me wrong, it's still very nice and cool, and it was cool to see them retro that shoe, but this is a proper retro. And a Resto Mod, I think, is much better than a retro. So, with that being said, when you look at the shoe, material-wise on here, you have this synthetic leather used with also the Sprint Skin upper. And the Sprint Skin upper is, you know, basically a earlier generation of what the Sprint Web technology would be. You do have the Sprint frame here on the back as well that keeps your heel locked in, and that carries through to the midfoot. So you can, you know, give you that stability and support. You have the original Adidas, well, not the original Pure Motion, but you have one of the older Pure Motion setups on here, and with these cilia traction pods, which is also, you know, another nice touch. The 3 stripes on the bottom, so it's the last thing you see as D-Rose blows past you. And those 3 stripes on the heel too. The back heel piece itself, this isn't like the same type of leather as what's on the OGs, but the OGs actually is a suede. This is like a similar, well, not similar, it's a different type of setup. I honestly don't know if this is more of like a, I don't know, it feels like a felty, plasticky piece, but it's not as like rigid or separate as their ones. It's, you know, stitched in here to the back fully. So I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not like fantastic. On the tongue, you do have where it says Derrick Rose and has a DR in there, which is like the magic, because Derrick Rose likes magic. You also have here, if you go on the insole inside these, which if I can pop this out for you guys, you have his signature on there as well too. And this actually kind of looks like those original insoles that came out with the Rose 1.5s, but I don't think they're as thick. I honestly am scared to pull out my insoles, my 1.5s anymore, of the OG ones I have. So when I do that comparison video, you probably won't see that. But I mean, if there's a chance, where there's a will, there's a way. But where there's fear, there's a barrier. And I'm not you know, yeah, we got some nice retros, but something about wanting to try to keep some OGs in decent-ish shape, you know, is something I still kind of value. Again, what makes this a Resto Mod is the fact that it has a different foam base for your midsole. So instead of using an EVA, this uses, well, Light Strike is an EVA, but Light Strike is a nicer EVA than just regular EVA, so it gives you a little bit more added cushioning and support. And the other thing that I've noticed too when I look at these compared to the OGs is it's a little bit thicker. And so, you know, when you guys see the performance review for this shoe coming out, maybe I'll release that one next week, or maybe I'll do the Resto Mod 4s next week, or I could do the Son of Shies next week. I got options for you guys. I got options. It's films. I can choose. None of them are edited, but that's besides the point. When it comes to this midsole, though, what I will say from when I did play in them and even just walking around them casually, it is much more plush, and it does give you a nicer feel while still having court feel, which is really cool and something that I know is highly sought after when it comes to this model, and why people really originally liked the Rose 1s and the Rose 1.5s a lot. But yeah, I really do like this colorway. I mean, this is the classic Chicago away colorway, so it's hard not to like it, you know. When you look at other things with this shoe, of course, one of the other things that we talk about a lot on this channel is a D-Rose box, or the lack thereof of having a D-Rose box. So every time I do a review, I gotta show the box because it's nice to see the box. It's nice to see that my man, look, he got his logo on here. You know, he got the 3 stripes. You know, it's nice. You know, it's a little something different. It's better than the, you know, do I have it down here? I do have it down here. Well, actually, this is for one of the 11 boxes, but just for the people that may only tune into this review and not into other reviews, this is the type of box that the Rose 9s and 10s came in, and the 11s. So, you know, to get his own box again is cool, and the Son of Shies had that, and then the Resto Mods have this nicer box, and then like the Rose 4 Resto Mods have the original Rose 4 box. So, you know, it's little things like that that just, it just mean a lot to me, and I appreciate it, and I will, you know, I just gotta make sure the people at Adidas know that I appreciate that. Also, too, want to show you the other side of this one as well. Some people I've seen have talked about quality control on this pair not being great. I will say that when I looked at the pairs of these at Finish Line, I picked out the best one out of the ones they had, but there were some that had like thick creases through the through the upper and on the toe box, and they had literally just got them in shipment. So, I mean, that's something that like isn't ideal, but again, it's not like the worst thing. If you wear your shoes, you know, it's going to happen anyway. But I will say there are times where it's like, in some places, like, how am I even going to crease it there? Like I don't know. There's some spots in here where it's like it just got bent in the box somehow. And it's like, I don't know, it's weird. But overall, I really do like this colorway a lot, and I'm happy that they released it. This colorway again is on sale on Adidas right now for $160, so you can buy it off there, or you can go to Finish Line, buy it off there too. I'd say, you know, if you want to, you know, get some bang for your buck, find a place where you have you know, coupons to use, whether if you're on, you know, the Adidas has their different tiers, their club memberships. Actually, these are excluded from discount on Adidas right now, so you have to try Finish Line. But yeah, you know, it's a great shoe. I love that they brought it back out, and I'm happy to be able to show it to you guys here in our review. And yeah, I will do a comparison video with this and the other ones back there, because it's the first time that they've, I mean, it's the first, I'm pretty sure it's the first time that there's been a retro of a Rose shoe that's had the colorway's been retro twice. But of course it's the Chicago colorway. I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with a classic colorway, right? So, and again, you know, look at the clock, man. I always gotta say, you can shout out to Haven't You Heard on Instagram. I'll put his stuff right here again, man. This clock, man, you watch this whole video, man, you know I love this clock a lot still, bro. Like, it's just great. And it was a great idea that we were able to collaborate on. And so, yeah, again, y'all, appreciate y'all watching this review. Thanks for tuning in to day 2 as well, along with supporting day 1. I really love you guys. I appreciate all the love and support you give me. That's going to help power me through this month, because, man, if you looked at what my work calendar looked like right now, along with like what this calendar looks like, I don't even know what to tell you, boss. I'm trying. Shoot, you all see on Instagram, the people on Instagram see I'll be sharing multiple things up, and it's like, man, you sharing a lot in one day. Short period of time, huh? I gotta do things, man. But I want to thank you guys for watching this again. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe, share it. Shout out to the fans of the Philippines, because y'all the ones that really help keep the channel like supported and uplifted and afloat. We really love y'all. And yeah, I'll see you guys around later. Peace.